Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a really important topic, especially for English teachers that are working with Chinese companies. I know it's been a few weeks and a few months of rumors going on. We didn't know what was going to happen or what was happening. The regulations have been given, and today I just want to talk about the regulations, about the reasons, and about the effects that this is going to have. So I'm no expert on this, so this is just my research with talking to different people in China, seeing different videos, looking at the government's page and what they posted, different articles, etc. And just giving you a little summary of everything that I've seen. Let's get started. Alright, so let's talk about the new regulations for China's education system. These are the regulations that were set by the national government. So this is not just a local thing or regional thing. This is the national government, which means that these regulations are going to be enforced, and they have already kind of started to be enforced last month, and I will tell you about that in a few minutes. So these are the regulations. Companies and institutions that teach the school curriculum must go non-profit. What does this mean? They are going to turn into NGOs. That means they won't be gaining any money from the teaching that they will be doing. And that also means that NGO, it's going to be controlled by the government. So that's going to lead a lot of companies to either make drastic changes or just close down pretty much. It's kind of like they're saying they're banning tutoring companies, but in other words. Such institutions cannot pursue IPOs or take foreign capital. That means they won't be taking any investments, any money from foreign countries, from the US, etc. This is a huge thing because these companies were taking a lot of investment from other companies. The amount of money invested in this it's just huge. There's billions of dollars which are going to be affected. So we'll see how that goes. I'll just read out the other ones. Listed companies will be prohibited from issuing stock or raising money in capital markets to invest in school subject tutoring institutions or acquiring their assets via stock or cash. The next one is foreign firms are banned from acquiring or holding shares in school curriculum tutoring institutions or using VIEs, variable interest entities, to do so. These already in violation need to rectify the situation. So they're giving a chance to rectify certain things, but they are already actually placing a lot of fines on a lot of companies for other things, which I'll tell you about. All vacation holiday curriculum tutorings is off limit. So what does this mean? Kids that want to get tutored during the weekend or during certain school holidays will not be able to do that. So Saturday, Sundays, school holidays off limits, no more teaching. Online tutoring and school curriculum teaching for kids below 6 years of age is forbidden. So kids below 6, no more tutoring. All those adorable 4-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds will not be able to take classes. Agencies cannot teach foreign curriculums. So this was actually already given, I think during May. This policy was already said during May, but they have added or hire foreigners outside of China to teach. So no more foreigners being hired. That means no more people from Australia, from the US, etc. will be able to get hired for these tutoring companies. Now, VIP Kids was asked to comment on this, but they said no comment. A lot of other companies have also had no response. So I think they're just waiting to see how it's going to play out, or maybe they're planning something, or they're just trying to see how it's going to, what they can do, pretty much. So those are the regulations. I know it comes as a shock to many teachers it really comes as a worry. I know a lot of teachers, this is their main income, source of income. A lot of other teachers, it's an extra source of income. But it's gonna have a radical change on your life and a lot of people's lives, because this is money that we need, like to pay bills and to get our kids to school, etc. So I can understand the frustration, the worry, etc. Let's talk about some of the reasons that were given by the government and that were given by other people as to why they are giving these regulations, and this might help us know if these regulations are just going to be in place for a year or if it's just more of a long-term thing. So let's see, some of the reasons given by the government is that the community is aging. Their country is aging, so that means that there is more older citizens. Older citizens are the larger part of the population, so that means there's less people that are young that are able to work, like the workforce. So that means these people that need money, pretty much, that need to have their health care plans, that need to get taken after, looked after, etc., and are not working, kind of make it hard for the economic cycle to continue if there's only a few people in the workforce. So what's happening, this birth rate that is lowering is happening all around the world. So a lot of companies, it used to be that first world countries were getting a lower birth rate, but now it's not just first world countries, it's third world countries that are not, people are not having kids, and this can have a huge impact on the on economy. So a lot of countries have decided to, for example, accept immigration, like the US was doing. So a lot of their workforce is actually people that came from other countries and became citizens, US citizens, to work there and started working there. Other countries have given incentives for having kids, so a certain amount of money if you have a kid. That was in Australia, I think. And what China has been doing, it's pretty much just invested a lot in jobs. Chinese graduates are nearly 3 million, so that's 3 million in science and engineering, so that's a lot of people. So they're also investing a lot in artificial intelligence, robotics, because the robots and that artificial intelligence are the things that are going to be the task force, the workforce per se. But what they are also doing now is saying, okay, you guys can have more kids. There's a 3-kid policy now. It used to be 1 in 2015, then it changed to 2, and now it's 3 kids policy. But what's happening is that no one is having kids. It hasn't changed there. No one wants to have kids, and one of the reasons that this is happening is because education is too expensive. So in China, the inequality is quite big, and it used to be that education helped that inequality gap, so people could study a lot and just get higher, you know. But what's happening now is that only people that have a lot of money are able to access good education. So that means that the gap is becoming really big, you know, and the government says pretty much doesn't want that gap to be bigger. So that's where they are saying that tutoring should be non-profit. Their school education system is going to be, public schools are going to have better education. I think public schools are going to have tutoring parts as well, so everyone is going to be able to access that, and they are going to set a limit on the price of tutoring. So if a company wants to set a certain price, they won't be able to. The government will set the price, and well, it's going to be an NGO. So yeah. What else? Now some people are saying that the only reason that this is happening is that the government wants to control the whole educational system and the educational curriculum. So if it's controlling the educational system, that means that they are going to see what is being taught and how it's being taught. And China, the communist government having control over this could mean that they are trying to put all these policies, all of these regulations, because they are kind of losing control, and that's their way of trying to gain control again. A lot of people are saying, like, is this also a way to reset communism versus capitalism and kind of set the balance again in China? We don't know. So there are so many going to the stock market. There are so many foreign investors that have lost a lot of money because the stock market has just completely plummeted. I think it was on the 22nd of this month, 23rd. It just went from a certain percentage, completely plummeted, as you can see. And that, it's crazy how that's happened. So we can see the effects on the stock market that have just happened a few days ago. So it's also definitely going to have effects on teachers and foreign teachers. We don't know how it's going to play out. And I know it's really worrying, and I don't want to create like an extra amount of worry, and I don't want to tell you, everything's going to go bad. But I want you guys to be prepared. So try to find other companies that are not based in China. Try to apply to all those companies. You won't lose anything by applying to the companies. So just so you guys have a backup if anything were to happen with the companies in China. So just apply, send in your demo video and just have them there just in case. And hey, you might end up liking those companies a little bit more than the other ones. Each company has different set of rules. Some are a little bit more relaxed, some want more energy, some are more chill about that. So companies outside of China, I know maybe the wage, the pay is a little lower. Open English can go from like $8 to $13, but if you're given incentives if you work more hours, so that can add like $1 more to the pay. You're also given bonuses like $16 specific days if you work a certain amount of hours. So you could be earning like 15, 16 per hour if you add those incentives and bonuses. Cambly is, I think, $12 if you work with the kids course. I think they also have different bonuses, incentives. So give those companies, and I'm sure there are lots of companies out there that give them a shot. Apply, and guys, the best of luck. Try not to worry too much. And if you guys have any questions or any extra information that you can give me or us as a teaching community, just let us know. And thank you for watching. If you guys can like and comment and subscribe, that would really help me with my new YouTube channel. I will be posting lots of things every week, so keep watching. I'll see you guys. Bye.